as I said, it was unfortunate that, the yeah, at the time we didn't know who was who. We couldn't tell. Gene did a slick job in hiding the writers, performers, and stuff. So we saw what we see, Milli Vanilli kind of thing. But um, Jimmy Jam and Taylor's came out an album recently. They had all their artists from Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Usher, um,
Uh,
singing. So they presented their stuff. Quincy has done it many times, and it would be amazing if you are able to get BBD and Christopher Williams and even Jasmine Guy out of retirement and even Wookie back out there. You guys are able to do a a Timmy Gatling presents kind of thing. Yeah, I know you're busy and everything, but
I
it
ain't,
it,
that big. I ain't rich, but God has blessed me. I'm doing very well. But I'll tell you like this: if God, whatever Jesus Christ present before me, I would do it in the most, how can I put it? The most eclectic, enthusiastic way I possibly could for the fans, because we had hits early on, and then the Niamdi, to tell you about talent, for God to take me from that situation, I was hurt, man. I was hurt. I was hurt. And still allow me to have a whole nother situation producing and writing for others and having hits. Hits. Wokey, Alvin Wokey Stewart and myself is incredible. Incredible. That lets you know the talent that was in Guy. Aaron, independently, his solo record sold 2 and 3 million. His solo albums that he wrote, Don't Be Afraid, I Miss You. And you mean to tell me this man got to go up on stage? This man got to go up on stage and tell the audience, did you see
no.
that show where he was up on stage, like when they was getting ready to end the show, and he said, "Thank you. I'll be glad when y'all have me back, so you can hear Don't Be Afraid and I Miss You." And the crowd was screaming. Now vocally he can't do that, but just for him to have to say that is horrible, because this man sold 2, 3 million. The talent that was in us three was amazing.
Mm.
It was amazing.
Mm.
For Aaron, from Teddy to myself, to have a second life and still do success that way, and still be able to leave a group and go off and have hits, that's something that don't happen all the time.
Yeah.
We
Wow.
did the thing New Edition did, to go off separately and have hits
Yeah, and they came back.
and then come back to, that's the way it should have been. Damion didn't have no hits. Damion did, that wasn't his life. That wasn't his. It's like, you say all these nice things and you sound like you a cheerleader, but what have you done? You had the opportunity to, you have opportunity to have your own solo album. So why you still singing? You had two singles came from that solo album. I heard the demo of this man's solo album because Lil played it for us.
Oh,
When Lil
okay.
got his own label, I heard it. And even then I said, yeah, but he need like another sound to really bring himself out. I said that to Lil. And Lil told me, no, he gonna hit. Like, so why you gotta go back and sing You Can Call Me Crazy? You had a whole album out. Sing one of the songs from your album. and he in the concert he sings no other songs.
No, I
He
have yeah, I haven't listened to, I haven't seen a full set list of Ghana. I think they're there for 30 minutes, so I don't know all the songs. I know they do her, and I think they do Rex Rumshaker. Or so I thought
yeah,
I
but it's the Teddy and they do Spend the Night. They do Teddy's Jam and they do Grooving. I like Goodbye Love, Piece of My Love. They do a little bit of the Clap Your Hands, Just Dance, and they do You Can Call Me Crazy. But it's like, I don't know.
hmm. Well, to me, as I said, it's I didn't, I had to wait 2.5 years, but in between that, we got the Jack series, which to me was mind blowing. As I said, any New Jack fan who had listened to that would have been excited, but would have been, as I said, for me, it was heartbreaking. It's almost like a Greek tragedy. It just felt like, black on black violence and crime. Is like, why would you just ruin everyone's life? And there was no happy ending. That's the sad thing
Uh,
about that.
well, it was a happy ending for me.
For
It was
yourself, yeah, because I know you're still with you're still with your girlfriend, and how things
no,
turned out.
my
Yeah, no,
wife,
you're still with your girlfriend who of from back then, who became
right?
your wife, and as you said, your kids and being a grandfather, and and how life switched and turned for you. It's the and in the midst of all that, but it's but for what, as fans, we were robbed for of so much, and it's it didn't, it just didn't, listening to seeing that amount of greed, that he was even broke at the end of his life, it was, it's almost as if
Yeah,
he could, it didn't make sense at all.
yeah.
It just didn't make sense at all, but it's an excellent series. As I said, I got in touch with Barry Michael Cooper recently,
Wow.
and he's had some some family losses. So, but but he's been watching the show. He's been a big fan and everything, and it's just the history of what you guys have experienced. There's still so much that as fans we want to hear, celebrate, and just to just uncover, because for so many years, you were the mystery guy on the face of one of the best albums we've ever had, but we never
the
heard your
miss,
voice. So to be able to see
the
you and
miss.
hear from you and hear your story, it's great.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me back and following up on everything. I appreciate you, Niambi. I seen where your wife got her a doctorate.
Yeah. So she got she did a master's, and so
Wow.
and so she was working full time doing that, and raising holding the whole house down, and so yeah, yeah, I don't know
Okay.
how, God bless women with some extra strength, because I don't know how
Exactly.
they do all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because my wife has her doctorate.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, they got focusedness, extra strength. We focus on one or two things. They
Yeah,
do with us
yeah,
outside other people. So when you've been blessed like that,
yeah,
because even in the Bible it says, your wife should walk with pride and confidence to make the husband look good, that he don't have to worry, and he can be secure that he has the wife who represents him, and that's
yeah,
what you have. So I said congratulations, because I knew it was just as hard on you that that it
yeah,
was, because you had
yeah.
to pick up slack. I've been there. I know how that is.
Yeah,
Congrats.
yeah, yeah, and she'll be up to 2 in the morning doing two different jobs and stuff, and so yeah. So
Wow.
I mean, normally I don't think I've ever posted, apart from my dad who passed away, that I don't really post anything family, but just seeing what
That,
what she did, I had to just celebrate.
that was, so you have three kids as well.
Yeah, three, yeah, three. They're still young, but
Yeah, your son is grown and out.
Yeah. I mean, for yourself, I mean, and that's the blessed thing that you've been, and I think that's the one thing I took from the first time we spoke is how, despite everything, you know, having a family that you could support and you're there with, and you're not having to be on the road.
They supported me because of my wife and stuff. I can imagine how I was a train wreck. I
Wow.
mean, emotionally, battling. I know that I made many, 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 many mistakes. And I always questioned it. Would this should have happened? Should I have bought this person back? Should I have met that person? And you just do your best in this world. And yet it just drew me closer to God, drew me closer to Jesus Christ. And so that didn't take the fire out of me. I can still say, call it for what it is. If it's funky, it's funky.
Mm.
If it's straight, it's straight. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I think that's my personal, that's my character.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. No one on the face of this earth is perfect. But when I see people trying to talk like they business or talk like they what they did, what they held down, what they did this, it's not you ain't do nothing. It wasn't yours to do it too.
Mhm.
Just do what you do. Stay in the background, strip and dance.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Halftime Chat community. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, why don't you consider being a member? That's a way of supporting the channel, but also getting a lot of videos ahead of time, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and some exclusive content that doesn't get shared. But anyway, thanks for watching and thanks for being part of Halftime Chat. You know.